Oh, hey. Sorry. I've been meaning to address my adoring public for a long time, but sometimes it's hard to find the time. And hope you don't mind. I'm just in the middle of dinner here. The funny thing about it is I decided to do this on my own. Not because I didn't need Lore or Taylor here. It's just because I don't want them to get stuck in some kind of mess and being held responsible for some of the stuff that I've been saying. So I apologize. Now, with that said, I just want to say we should be talking about my championship win. My big victory, becoming a 2-time champion. Oops. But you know what? It seems like the only thing that we're going to talk about is the actions of other people. We're going to talk about destroying my merchandise table rather than anything at all about my championship win, which I think is kind of honestly. Because while this is billed as the biggest moment in history of this company, all we seem to talk about is how funny this was and how hilarious it was. And I'm just going to throw it out there. Ken, Luke, you got me. You got me really good. Wrecking my stuff like that. That was good. But it doesn't put you in the main event. It doesn't put you in the championship picture. Because earlier that day, we saw Arik Cannon win his match and become #1 contender, so the main event is set at FortuneBaynia. But nice try, though. It was great. You boys tried to do something to catch my attention, and you did. But, really on relevancy, it's a lost cause. I'm sure you'll both be at FortuneBaynia, so that'll be okay. You'll find something else to do, because I have a championship to defend. And while we might not be spending the appropriate time talking about it, I figured I would address this situation first. Arik Cannon, you and I, we have quite the history, and including at Heavy on Wrestling, where we were the start of a new era. A dawning of a new Heavy on direction, a new direction just in the general of Minnesota wrestling, supposedly. All the hype that Heavy on Wrestling likes to put in, how they like to build up all these topics of conversation. But that's really all it is. It's just talk. While you and I, we deliver. You win a #1 contenders match, I win my championship match back. We put on arguably the best match that Heavy on Wrestling's ever seen. I mean, there's a difference between people talking and people doing. And that's why at FortuneBaynia, I want to throw it out there first. I'm excited about our match. But you've never beaten me. You've never pinned me at Heavy on. And I have a lot of animosity towards you for last FortuneBaynia. That was funny, though. You joined the NWO. Everyone talked about how you were the newest member. When did that girl join? That's what I'm curious about. But, I digress. Whatever. You guys won. It was great. It was awesome. It got a lot of views. It was great. But it just bums me out that no matter how hard I work to become the champion, no one wants to seemingly talk about me. So I figured I would talk about myself. And with that said, I'm excited. I'm super excited for our match. I'm excited to show everybody that you are always second fiddle to me. Wherever we go now, I know people like to talk about Arik Cannon, but you can't have your success without me. And when the big matches are supposed to happen, I always win those too, which should be very discouraging for you. Because I was your student. And I've surpassed you in every way, shape, or form. I mean, you haven't even won the Heavy on Wrestling Championship once, have you? We've always fallen short. So, I guess what I'm saying is I'm looking forward to FortuneBaynia because I'm looking forward to putting all the critics, all the doubters, all the people who say I can't do it on my own, I'm looking to put them to rest. And right now, the only person talking about anything relevant here is me. Heavy on Wrestling can't even do it if they wanted to. They'd rather talk about wrecking my property. They'd rather talk about how funny things were, but I'm not here to make a joke out of anything, Cannon. So, at FortuneBaynia, it's you going one-on-one with the champion. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I made such a mess on this belt. I didn't even see it there. I didn't even realize I was spilling on it. Man, is my face red. I had this napkin too, and I mean, good thing this was here. I wouldn't want to stain this pretty desk. Suppose I should go get this cleaned up. But you know what? I'm going to show Heavy on Wrestling the respect that they've shown me. But I'll make this championship actually mean something, which Heavy on Wrestling has been unable to do for its entire existence. At least I get people talking. Everyone else fails so miserably.